Welcome to the channel Excel is Magical and part 10 of the lookup series from my virtual training sessions. This video is the continuation of our learning on XLOOKUP which we explored in part 9. I recommend you to please first watch part 9 and then continue here. In this video, we will be discussing two great uses of XLOOKUP. Number 1, using XLOOKUP to perform two-way lookup, and explore the wildcard match with XLOOKUP. Please know that XLOOKUP is only available for the users of Office 365. And also, to have a better understanding of this video, I recommend you to go through all the videos of lookup series. Alright, first let's learn how to do two-way lookup using XLOOKUP. So I'll just create two drop downs here just to explain you this first. Data validation, list. I'll take up this. Okay. Go here. Data validation. I'll take up list. I'll take up this grades. Okay. I want to show you two-way lookup, which is beautiful here. Look at this. What did we do for two-way lookup last time? So if I want to look accounts and A, I have to do what? Equals to VLOOKUP, right? And look for this value, comma, table array is this part, correct? Then we had to write match function, then search for this. So we have to put multiple functions there. But here I want to show you how we can use XLOOKUP for two-way lookup. So I'll just go XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this. Please observe this. This is something wonderful, comma, lookup array. So I'll take the A column, only the data I'll take, not much. Perfect. This is my lookup array, comma, return array can be any of these now, correct? Because right now it is A. A can change to B. B can change to C, D, E, F. We don't know. So if it was only A, I could have taken this. But it is either of this. Now B4 to F9 will be my return array. But how do I know what is the match here? See, right now it is A here, right? It can be B, it can be C, it can be D. If it is A, it should take only from B4 to B9, correct? If I change it to B, it should take from C4 to C9. The array should switch. Array should switch whenever this is switched. So what we do here, we write one more XLOOKUP. This is a nested XLOOKUP. Look at this is the beauty of this. XLOOKUP for same XLOOKUP for two-way lookup. XLOOKUP this, right? Or now you can say XLOOKUP this grade, comma, where in this array, in row 3, comma, and return array is same for this also, right? So we put two XLOOKUPs here. Close one, close two brackets, enter. Look at that. Just my percentage formatting has to change. I'll show you again, don't worry. Look at this. I will change accounts. Let us see the data. Accounts, marketing, B, right? C. Guys, is it changing? IT, grade C. Very dynamic formula. I love using this. So I'll just show you once more time, guys. Look at this. Equals to XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, comma. Lookup array is this. Guys, very simple. Look at this, comma. Return array is the whole table. We don't know where our data is. So I'll write one more XLOOKUP here. I'll go in the beginning. I'll write, hey, XLOOKUP also search for the grade, comma, and in this grade row. And rest all is same. So that's it. See, I'll just close this, close to, enter. So here I have got employee names in column B. Can you see this? Like Nancy, W, Andrew Fuller and all that. Imagine I just want to bring some information from this. Maybe I want to bring the title. What is this guy? Okay. Is he sales representative or sales manager or inside sales coordinator or vice president or whatever? Like this, I have imagined there is a huge data. But in my requirement, I don't have the full names. I just have the part. Like I have written here Fuller, right? There is a guy Andre Fuller, but I don't know the name. Maybe I just know Andre or I just know Fuller. Okay. So can we bring data, this kind of information through lookup? That is the question here. Okay. Yes, we can do. VLOOKUP does not work here. Okay. You can do this with XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP has one wonderful option. I'll just show you that. XLOOKUP. So first I'll search directly. Let us see what happens. I'll go with this B16, comma. Lookup array is this column, right? Return array is this column because I want title, right? So let me take this. Let us see what happens now. Of course, we get an error actually now. Okay, we get an error because XLOOKUP did not find Fuller because this is an exact match is happening. But guys, what you should focus here is some extra parameters here. So if I put a comma, I told you we'll go to if not found. Right now I'm not worried about if not found. I'll just bypass this, put a comma again. Match mode is important here. In match mode, you have exact match. These two I told you about approximate match. And the last parameter is wildcard character. Look at this. I'll just bring that wildcard character. That is parameter 2. That is after your if not found parameter. So if I just write 2, still I get NA. This is because I choose wildcard character, but I did not write wildcard character. Now, what is wildcard character? Don't look at wildly at me now. Okay, there are two wildcard characters in one is star, another is question mark. Actually, star represents any group of character. If I write star, that means I mean to say any group of characters. And question mark represents any single character, any one, any single. Single is basically one, right? So any single character. That means if I say, for example, a star to Excel string starting with a and anything after it. For same way, if I write star a, any word or sentence starts with any character ending with a. But if I write star a star, any string which has got a character a, something like that. Star means that. Same way, if I put question mark, okay, if I write a question mark, that means any word which is having 3 letters starting with a. After a, only 2 characters. Why 2 characters? Because 2 question mark. If I write one question mark, a and 1 character like a b, a c, a d. It cannot be ant. It can't be apple. Okay, it cannot be anything more than 2 characters. But 2 characters, second can be anything. Something like that is called as wildcard character. So what Excel says, hey, you can also use wildcard characters here. A, imagine you had A and you had B and you want to make it AB. You do concatenation. Some of you might know this concatenation or joining. Or let's say you had last name and first name. You want to make it full name. So we write what equals to this and this. What is the result of this? See, we can't, this is not a number, right? We can't just write this plus this. Plus is used for arithmetical operators, right? And is used to join 2 text strings. And is used for what? Joining 2 text strings. So A and B becomes AB here, as simple as that. Same way, I am telling Excel, you put star, okay, before Fuller, okay? So that means it will look for wildcard character, anything start ending with Fuller, correct? Ending with this guy. So now when I hit enter, see how nicely it brings things. See if I write here King. See, I have Robert King here, right? So when I hit enter, hey, it brings me the information. He's a sales representative, right? So if I write Devolio. So it brings me, this guy is also sales representative, right? So here I can also put other star at the end also. Look at this. I can put one more star at the end. Sorry. And I'll put star again, one more star here. What's the meaning of this? Anything starting and ending with. See, if I also put the first name, Nancy. Hey, still works. See if I put Stephen now. Stephen. Is it not a wonderful option, guys? Many a time, I think in VLOOKUP, you were thinking about using this. Can I just put a part of some name? Will it work? So VLOOKUP, sorry, I can't. But I can really work this in a great way with this kind of techniques and adding the to option. I'll just repeat the whole formula once. XLOOKUP. See, star is a text, right? So I have to put within the double quote. And And is basically I'm combining this with whatever I'm searching here, and then I put one more star here after and, because I'm combining three things: star in the beginning of this cell B16 and then one more star at the end. Don't tell me what is star now. Okay, what is star? Basically it's a wildcard character. I have told you that. So this will be my lookup value, and then rest is simple. Return lookup array is your lookup array is this, correct? Lookup array is this, simple stuffs, and then comma return array is whatever you want to return. So I'll take the title as per my example here. Control backspace. If you want, you can just give if not found also. Employee does not exist. Okay, employee does not exist. This is not mandatory. Okay, but if you want, you can just write that also. Comma match mode is very important here. Okay, match mode is telling to Excel that I'm not looking for exact match or approximate match. I'm looking for wildcard character that is with the number 2 here. So I'll just use 2 there. So close the bracket and so look at that. So nicely I'm able to grab my information there. Okay, see now if you want, you can also run this for the other data as well. See, if I lock my ranges, make this absolute F4, make this also absolute F4, enter. So if I run this for more values down, see I'm getting Aura. Look at this, we have Michael. So I'm writing anything, is it beginning or end, I'm able to get it. Truly wonderful is this new function XLOOKUP. Hope you agree with me. That's it in this video, and in the next video, which is part 11 of the series, I will refresh you with all most important learnings which we did in parts 1 to 10 of Lookup series by quickly taking you through the examples. So please don't miss the Lookup Express. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel Excel is Magical and hit that bell to get notifications whenever I put on new videos. See you in my next video.